What's up guys, this is me, Zero and my Kitsune. I know I haven't been around for a while, but that's just because I'm really taking extra care on this next review. Like I said in a Twitter post, it's close to my heart. Now, what we're talking about today is Tannin 42 has abandoned Mod Organizer 2. But wait, he's moving over to work on Nexus Mod Manager. Now, I was a bit skeptical at first, just jumping into this article on the Nexus. You can go read it for yourself, it'll be linked in the description below. But in the end, after reading it all, I'm actually looking forward to it. And not only because I want my channel to only be about positive stuff for as long as I can possibly hold it, but I really think this could be a good thing. Because I don't use Nexus Mod Manager, but not because it's a bad tool. I only use Mod Organizer because I very well think it is a superior mod organization software. The idea that it uses a quote-unquote virtual file, I forget what it's called. I know that's not actually how it works, but it's a good way to explain it, kinda sorta. But just the idea that my Skyrim, Fallout 4, whatever I'm using it to run mods on, that folder won't be full of just mods everywhere and junk, and if something goes wrong I have to delete everything. I don't have to do that. If something goes critically wrong with, let's say Skyrim's something I've actually had to deal with this before in, I can simply delete the Skyrim full files and have Steam reinstall them. Just too sweet, that's all I need to do. And if something's still wrong, then I know it's with the INI files or potentially the mods that I've installed. And so I simply disable all mods. If it's still there, delete the INI files and start with a new profile. Clean and sweet, easy. You don't have to deal with a lot of junk, I guess. But even Nexus Mod Manager has been trying to get these sort of functions like the profile system. I remember when Nexus Mod Manager just didn't have that functionality. Now the fact that it still installs the files into your game folder, that I still don't like, so I still don't use it. I just use the V2 of Mod Organizer, which sadly is going to be discontinued. But I don't really feel sad about that because I trust Tannin 42 to make something better with this. The experience of both software developers coming together to create something that could be potentially better. Now I know some people are going to be worried about, oh, you're going to either make Nexus Mod Manager, well, the Nexus Mod Manager people might be worried that it'll become too complicated, and the Mod Organizer people might be worried about it being too simple. I don't think that way. I think you can get a nice, clean, easy balance. All that I'm worried about, and it's not really a worry, all that I'm hoping stays, and I'm pretty sure it will stay, is the ability to simply click on a mod and be able to sort it below or above another mod and just be like, yeah, this one, I want this one to overwrite that one, that way all of its files load, and if it conflicts with another mod, and that other mod, tough luck. Hopefully it'll run well without it. So I don't really think there's a big problem here, and I don't think other people are gonna see it as a big problem. I think everyone's just gonna be like, yeah, this is probably a good idea, and I'm glad that Tannin's getting, gonna be able to do this full time, or at least that's what I got from reading the article. I didn't know that he was a, programmer for some other company or something, I don't know. And that he was doing Mod Organizer for just as a side project. What he has accomplished with Mod Organizer, and it's just a side project, fucking amazing. So him going full time, him getting paid staff, that's awesome, and I'm happy for him. And I look forward to whatever he's gonna make to replace Mod Organizer 2. I think it's gonna be good. And there's not really a sign to say that anything bad will happen. I don't know. I'm still a little bit 50-50 on the new Nexus loadout. I don't know, I saw that and it's like, it looks a little bit, I don't know. It looks more fancy than usable. I guess if that's the way you understand it. Why, don't fix what ain't broken, but that's old man me thinking about that. The only other thing I want to really talk about in this is that for any potential worries that people have, I want them to keep in mind one particular spot inside this article. Remaining completely open source, it will be developed with extensibility in mind, with the idea of plugins for managers being a very real possibility. That to me just says, okay, if you have a problem with what we've done here, with whatever mod software they have created, you can fix it. You can do it. The software is open source, you can take a look at it, you can change what you have a problem with, and sure, for the average user, even intermediate users, they're not going to be able to do that. But maybe they can request a advanced programmer to simply create some sort of plugin to, get them back to where they were in older versions of NMM or Mod Organizer. I don't know why I called it NMM and didn't call that one MO. So I'm looking forward for this, but tell me your opinions on this in the comment section. Do you think it'll end up being a more complicated mod manager or a dumbed down mod organizer? Yeah, leave it in the comment section, and with that, I'll see you next time.